Now, everybody around the country is suffering at the hands of local authorities due to these, what they call a clean air zone. Now, what we're going to prove here is that this is not what it is. And what they rely on is compliant drones who do as they're told and are basically indoctrinated to the max. It can't see the wood for that tree. So all sounds good. Get rid of petrol and diesel cars. Well, let's find out exactly what that clean air zone isn't. Okay. So, like as I said, this came in a few years ago. We were concerned about it, and we're going to explain why you would be extremely concerned. So here we come into Newcastle, across the Redruth Bridge. This is the Grosvenor Casino in front of you, and you can see this here is Hikvision. It's an ANPR IR CCTV camera. This is CCTV, this is an ANPR, and it's looking at your number plate, okay? You'll see there's that one. We've got another one here, okay? And you can just see the front there with the three laser diodes. Now, those IR laser diodes aren't safe, okay? However, they're not category 4. So here you have, you're banned. In the US, these are banned. It's a national security threat. It video records, and all of the information goes through an internal modem back to China. Okay, so the Chinese CCP are basically using this to surveil the movements of the people in the United Kingdom in cities and towns and villages and small villages as well. So here, this is the piece of hardware that's being used. Now, this is 5G. That's the Huawei unit. At the top there, it comes under the guise of Ericsson, but it isn't. It's just basically a cover for it, and that is an electronics. That's 5G phased array, because that's what 5G is really all about as well. It's all about increasing temperatures in cityscapes, damaging the environment. So this is the clean air zone, mass irradiating the general population. So here we'll have a laser unit here. We've got another radar unit here. And you've got several. There you go, several. So you've got phased array radar, which is extremely toxic, extremely dangerous. You do not want to be exposed to radar. And pedestrians without any protection to themselves, no protective headgear, nothing like that. We've got them exposed to these. And the thing on the right, a stereoscopic video and infrared scanner, will show the internals in a minute. So people are being mass irradiated. This is toxic, toxifying the air to breathe. It charges the air. As you can see, it's charging the air, which makes it noxious. However, what we discovered inside this unit is this 32 cavity-backed ceramic antenna. Now, the fact it's sitting on a ceramic substrate tells me it's a weapon system, okay? So it's a weapon system, and what it does, it focuses the energy from all those antennas into what's called a synthetic aperture to kill. The cavity-backed increases focality. So you can see it's a nice bit of gold plate in there, by the way. Anyway, you've got several here. So we've just passed the ANPR cameras. So what is this? So you've got two ANPRs, and then all of a sudden you've got what we've been told is just an ANPR camera. Now this is a stereoscopic. It's a 3D real world CCTV. Okay, video records, but it's also a little bit more dangerous. So you see the little flashes, these little laser flashes damaging the camera in the device I have. Okay. So that damages your eyesight, okay? This is a weapon system called NeuroStrike. Now, the Hikvision video, the NPR camera, it has these 3 laser diodes at the front to elucidate the area. You see the small cable going to them. Here you have a large cable bundle, the harness going to these 24 Cat4 lasers, because these are Cat4s. This is a very, very dangerous piece of hardware. Okay, this, like I said, this is a weapon system called NeuroStrike that we had already read about and discovered it masquerading as a ANPR camera. So that blows the whole ANPR camera narrative out of the water, doesn't it? Yeah. There's a closer image of the brain scanner. So it's a neural scanner, 48 IR lasers, and that's a 32 cavity bat, which you've already seen. Now, all over Newcastle, we see this equipment, okay? The other issue in relation to these low emission zones is getting people into electric vehicles. Now, this recent published peer-reviewed study funded by the German government shows that in electric vehicles, you are exposed to varying magnetic fields at over 100 microtesla. They will sterilize you. They will absolutely sterilize. So the minimum level was measured at 100 microtesla. Now, the ICNIRP, International Commission for Non-Ionizing Radiation Protection, states it should be no more than 6.25, which I'm going to tell you now is not safe. Women will miscarry at ICNIRP levels 6.25. These are near 20 times over, okay? Significantly higher. And that is the minimum 100 microtesla. So when you're driving at speed, it's significantly more dangerous, okay? So you will miscarry and it will sterilize you. Now, this is an overview of the exposures, electromagnetic radiation exposures, which cause reproductive health problems. So you've got to look for exposure mitigation. Well, you can't do that in an electric vehicle, and you definitely can't do that at a pedestrian crossing where you're being mass irradiated. So you can see the whole low emission zone is nothing. It's not what they're saying. These are weapon systems. These are to sterilize. These are to murder. And look at the number. Think about the millions and millions. These councils can't even afford to fix the roads. They're always crying they haven't got any money, but they can afford to put up this weapon system, this electronic city, 15-minute city kill box. I mean, look at the paraphernalia they've got all over. It's on every single place where they can get power from these cables. You notice they've put up all these pedestrian crossings recently, cycle paths, etc. It's all to facilitate these weapons. These are not motion sensors, okay? Nothing like a motion sensor. I know what a motion sensor looks like. Unfortunately, we've been inside this equipment and it most certainly isn't that. So you've got laser detection ranging, you've got radar, you've got neural scanners all over, video recording you, CCTV. Does anybody know that you've been invasively hit up with this radiation, okay? Mass deployments inside this unit. This is the vision system. And yeah, you have, it's a video, it's a stereoscopic vision system. You've got the 48 laser diodes there looking directly into your cranium at very close proximity. They're all over. What's all that about? What do they want? Why do they want to take biometric sensing, right, of your face, body movements, etc., and then collate them for the Chinese government? What are the Chinese government looking for? So here we have the scanning. These scanners, very similar to getting into a scanner, you know, it's the same technology that you have in scanners in hospitals. It's not dissimilar, and it's not dissimilar. The engines that are driving it, not dissimilar at all. So these are what's called adaptive control for roads, okay? It's basically just a cover for what they're really planning is this electronic kill zone. And the reason we know that is because its real name is Satan, okay? Silent assassination through adaptive networks. And the adaptive network we've now discovered has phased array. You've got the laser detection ranging. So this is the plan to get you into your 15-minute city. So that low emission zone is nothing more a mass irradiated kill zone, kill box. Or no environmental impact analysis were carried out. The one that was carried out by Transport for London had no reference to any of that equipment, any of that toxic radiation equipment, had no reference to it at all. And even on a battlefield where the same equipment is used to interrogate a battlefield, soldiers are protected from it. In the cityscapes, nobody even deny its existence. But we're going to see them in court. Anybody wants to assist us, please get in touch, info@saveusnow.org.uk. You can get us through a number of different platforms because emails sometimes don't arrive, but we need to stop these criminals before they stop us. Their ignorance is only matched by their arrogance. And like all government bodies, when they get caught in that criminal enterprise, they will cover up